Welcome back to matchup number 2 here on episode 66 of Tombstone TV. This next bout is a prove yourself matchup. Winner of this will be featured on the upcoming pay-per-view Eliminator 2, which is coming to you live to tape from Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Introducing first, representing Team Delicious, this is Pete Boggs. Pete Boggs making his way to the ring, folks, and you will notice that he is alone tonight. Normally he would have Patty Fields, his longtime tag team partner and business partner, and the man Garen Noon, the former World's Heavyweight Champion, the former Internet Champion, in his corner. But tonight, folks, Pete has been asked by management to go it alone here tonight for reasons that apparently are going to become obvious when we see who his opponent is here tonight, which makes me suspicious that maybe it's going to be one of the Wrestler family or the Savage Hearts. And folks, there we go. The Prophecy making his way to the ring right now, folks, for his 14th singles matchup with a win-loss record of 6 wins to 7 losses. The former contender. This man headlined the Masquerade Brawl last year against Marshall Hearts for the World's Heavyweight, against Major Attraction for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And here he is tonight, folks, taking on Pete Boggs of Team Delicious. For the past few months, ever since Capital Carnage won, Marshall Hearts and the Wrestlers and Travis Savage Sanchez to a lesser degree have had nothing but trouble running up against Garen Noon, Pete Boggs, and Patty Fields. And management seemingly has decided tonight to put one against one and see how these men fare in singles actions without the distractions of their partners around them. So folks, winner of this one will go to Eliminator. And my God, Marshall just pummeling away at Pete Boggs back here, slamming the much larger man flat down to the mat. Folks, you'll notice that Pete Boggs wearing those welly boots, coming straight from the farm, put a shift in all day long, and then he comes to work, and boy can he work. Massive right hand to the midsection here, pressed up against the ropes and rocking a hard place here. Pete Boggs driving the elbow into Marshall Hart's back, and Marshall bouncing back into the ropes, back to Pete Boggs. And Pete now with the cover, all that weight across the chest of Marshall Hart's, and 1. Marshall kicks out at 1. Thank you for joining us, CWS. Thank you for joining us for Tuesday night's Tombstone TV. And I hope you can join us on Saturday, November 23rd for the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view. Pete Boggs now wrapping his hands around Marshall, scoops him up and drops him throat first across that top rope, and Marshall springs back into the ring, clutching at his throat here, and Pete double clubber and blows across the back. By day, folks, Pete Boggs is a farmer and a landscaper. He is a skyscraper of a landscaper, if you ask me, and he recently became the sole provisioner for Patty Fields' Walk and Spring Roll Express restaurant. Garen Noon has also got in on the action, folks, by investing some of those TikTok millions that he talks about, and he's after putting that money towards the cause, and they've joined quite a little group, Team Delicious. Ooh, open hand slap there from Marshall, a bit of disrespect, and now Marshall choking away at Pete Boggs, center of the ring. Both men lock up, and Pete gets whipped over the top rope, and Marshall with the big right hand here. And that slingshot stunner onto the top of the ropes, launching Pete Boggs flat down onto those pads outside on the floor. Those are thin pads to protect our athletes from the concrete beneath. And he scoops him up, and my God, look at that high angled slam. But Pete lashes out with a Wellington boot to the face, and Marshall gets dropped just like that. Pete throwing Marshall back into the ring. Massive Pete Boggs able to step over the top rope, and Marshall gets whipped, and Pete misses with the big kick. Pete just got whipped into that corner, followed up by a big splash here from Marshall Harts, and the cover, folks. We got the 1, And a kick out at 1. Would ya believe it? And Pete kicks Marshall off. Low kick. Pete Boggs whipping Marshall into the corner. And he's going to charge him. And look at that for a big splash in the corner. Skips him up, and my God, running power slam, surely not. Oh my God, just slamming Marshall down to the mat, folks. We got the 1 and the kick out at 1. Pete Boggs climbing up to the top, taunting the fence, letting everybody know that Pete thinks that he's got this one sewn up. The two-handed choke, bomb, and martial arts gets splat flat down to the mat, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. Pete Boggs picks up only his first ranked singles win here in CWS. Massive win for Pete Boggs, and folks, he will make it. Pete Boggs will be on the Eliminator card in some shape, form, or fashion. Massive win for Pete Boggs right there, folks. Congratulations to him and to all of Team Delicious. But folks, don't go anywhere, because we've got more contenders qualification bouts coming up here tonight. And there's an extra special bout as well, folks, in the women's division. Don't go anywhere. Tombstone TV, thunder's on.